Good afternoon, everyone. It is July the 30th, 2026. The next video I'm going to put up came out there a few days ago, and it was put up about more thefts. And with the it's concentrated in two of our wards, and that's the Ottawa Vanier Rideau ward, which I'm in, which is also includes Lower Town, where I am, as well as Centretown. I think the Centretown councillor, in the end of the close to the end of the video, explained it quite well. But it's a lot on what we've had over the last number of years of porch thefts, where the drivers drop off. You order online, and then they drop off the parcel to your door, and people follow the driver sometimes, or they just see the driver dropping off a parcel, and if nobody picks it up, they just run up and steal it off the front porch. It's been quite something. This has been hit in all different areas of the city as well over the last few years, but it's been concentrated in the last two wards right now, and it's clearly marked in the video that I'm going to put up, the two wards, the area that is happening. And I think the councillor is very good at some of the reasons of why this has been happening. That the thefts are up because of the fact that there's a lot more people who are, I'd say, lower to middle class living in these two sections, and certainly the homeless are well in these two sections of the city as well. So you're getting a lot of different reasons for it, and when you realize that, as the councillor said, with the cost of living going up, the food prices and the rent prices and everything going up, people can't afford things. So now people are resorting to stealing things at the present time, and it doesn't look like it's necessarily all the homeless, because this person, whether they were homeless or not, in the video shows that a person walking with a carriage saw the parcel delivered, and the woman continued on with the carriage, and the man ran back, and looked like he'd taken it off the porch as well. So it's not just one party or one part of the population that's doing it. I think it's all the population's doing it now, but it just shows just to the extreme that the cost of living is costing us all now, for sure. It's not a good scenario, not a good situation to be in. And I'm going to put up a second video, and it mentioned in the first video that I'm going to put up that it's been increasing since the January of this year. And as proof of that, our apartment building in April, I believe it was around the 13th of April, our apartment building got broken into as well. They literally broke the lock on the front door and entered. And as I can show you a very short clip, it's only about 23 seconds, I did a clip on what happened. They broke into our mailboxes, and they ripped the mailboxes apart. The mail is all over the floor. Fortunately, I was not a victim of it. They didn't get into my mailbox. But what I noticed was, when I was going through the mail to see what was on the floor and to check everything out, what was being actually torn up. The envelopes, some of the envelopes were torn up, but the ones that were torn up were like your ODSP checks, which would come in. But if you had direct deposit, the check, of course, would be going into your bank direct deposit. But you always got your drug cards and stuff like that would be sent by mail, as well as I noticed that would be Service Canada envelopes were being ripped open, as well as CRA, which is the Canada Revenue Agency. And I'm thinking, okay, this coming into spring, as well as people are looking for money. Maybe, I don't know if they're looking to see who's living in the building, if there's, by ripping over these envelopes, which don't necessarily have your checks in them anymore because everything is direct deposit, but they may be trying to see who's getting what on an income, and to try and see who they might be able to hit on and get information that way by breaking into the mailboxes. And then I'm looking at what's happening with Canada Post right now with over the last number of years, because it's no more, a lot of door-to-door delivery is no longer in place. So they've got mailboxes out where the community has to go out to a certain spot within the community, and they have mailboxes outside. And I'm thinking, if they're coming in, going that extreme to get into our mailboxes in an apartment building, are they going to start ripping the mailboxes that the post office is now putting up all over the city slowly as well? So it's a very interesting scenario that's happening, but people are getting desperate today. But I'm putting these two videos up. I think they're very good, and I think it's showing just how desperate people are to be going in, robbing wallets, robbing people. But this is why the police are concentrated in Centertown and Rideau Vanier area right now, and Lower Town as well as with the homeless, because it's an area that seems to be targeted right now. These two, Centertown and Rideau Vanier, pardon me, are being very targeted now and looking for money for some reason. It's the hot spot down here, so it's still a very safe place to be, but as I say, people need to be aware of their surroundings and watch what's going on. And like I said, you have to look over your shoulder sometimes still, but it's still reasonably safe. We have more officers out on the beat. We have more people that are aware of things. People are there with their cameras and their phones now, and they're very happy to start taking pictures of what's going on and giving it to the police if necessary as well. So everyone, I just want to brief you and bring you up to date what is showing on the statistics of what the police have put up, that there's been a definite increase in these certain types of thefts. Maybe not as much of the break and enters, but our building was particularly targeted for some reason. I'm not sure why that day. But anyhow, everyone, take care, watch your surroundings, be safe, and we'll talk to you again soon. And bye-bye.